Well, it would seem that feelings don't really matter when it comes to facts, something that I've said on this channel a plethora of times. Do you guys remember Olivia Rose Henderson, the DoorDash girl?
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me! And the police are doing nothing! I lost my job! That was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
Yeah, that walking dumpster fire of a person. Well, she's just recently been arrested and is being charged with count them, two, not one, but two felony charges. That's right, the person that all of these morons out here were trying to say, she's the victim, he's obviously a sexual predator. Oh my god, we need to protect her. Yeah, no, I don't believe so, considering, well, she's been arrested.
Breaking news in the DoorDash case. DoorDash girl has officially been arrested. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a criminal defense attorney, specifically a public defender, and I've been following this case pretty closely since it happened. So I got sent some information this morning. I independently verified it, and Miss Olivia Henderson has officially been arrested on 2 felony charges. Now, why was she arrested on felony charges? Because, like I said from the beginning, she's the one who committed the crime, not the individual who was in the home. So let's go through what we have and show you the proof. Now, I blocked out her name, but this is the police blotter, or I blocked out her address and her date of birth. But this is the police blotter, all right? And the arrest date is there, and the 2 felony charges are right here. I'm just zooming in myself to take a look. But we got, what do we have? We have unlawful surveillance and dissemination, okay? Right there. All right, so this is just the police blotter. I'm going to show you the actual charges in a second. And this just shows down here that she was issued a field appearance ticket and she has a court date coming up. So this is her. She was given an appearance ticket. She has to come back to court, and I'll show you the court date. On the internet, you could look this up yourself. Incident date is October 12th, which matches to the incident date that she put on her page. And her next court date is going to be December 4th, 2025 in Oswego City Court, which is the town in which the incident happened. So all of this is verifiable on the internet. And here are her charges. Like I said, these were the charges that I thought she could be charged with, and this is what we got. So we have unlawful surveillance and dissemination of a surveillance image. Both are felonies, which means that prison time is an option, right? Not that she'll get prison time, but she can do prison time on these. They are non-violent felonies, which means that it would be it would not be a lot of prison time, but she can do prison time on these depending on her criminal history. So like I've been saying from the beginning, the person who committed the crime is going to be the person arrested in this case. And the person who committed this crime is obviously Olivia, the DoorDash girl. The man committed no crime, or else he would also be arrested, which he is not. So for all of you guys out there that were defending the man, or I'm sorry, defending the woman, clearly the law says otherwise. The law says otherwise because they did arrest her. They did give her 2 felony charges, 2 felony charges, both of which carry a prison sentence if she goes to trial and loses. She could get probation on those. There's a whole slew of things that she can get, but she was charged with 2 felonies for video recording him in the privacy of his own home and disseminating that image to the public. And this is why we do not record our crimes and put them on the internet for the world to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit there and take my little victory lap for a minute because I had so many of you losers in the comments talking about how that she was the victim, he was a sexual predator. Hell, I even had somebody who was so dumb as to say that the person was an RSO, which, you know, stands for registered sex offender, which means he would have been on the registry, which means that his name would have had to have been on a list of people who were sex offenders, meaning he would have had to have been, I don't know, convicted a while ago. See, this is why you wait to speak. This is why you educate yourself. This is why you don't go ahead and go with the continued narrative of how feelings are facts, or how just because you're upset about something or just because you're ignorant to anything means that you are correct. Not only is this dumb broad facing 2 felony charges, which could see her in jail, but there's still the fact of the man having the ability to, oh yeah, what is it again? Sue her bitch ass. Now, obviously, I told you guys that if anything wants to come up during this whole fiasco of stupidity, that I would cover it, whether the man was being charged or sued, or whether she was being charged or sued. And as a proponent of educational purposes on this channel, as a proponent of somebody that likes to, you know, do actual research, put the most qualified information out there, as a pseudo-intellectual, as you guys like to try and call me in the comments to discredit the information that I give to people, I am here doing exactly that. I am following up on this story because I think it's important for all of you little losers out there to understand that, yet again, feelings don't mean shit in the eyes of the law. Because if it did, then motherfuckers would just get locked up all the time due to the fact that somebody's feelings were hurt. I'm going to take this victory lap because it just goes to show how the narrative can be so spun over and over again, and how people will come to the defense of somebody who is very clearly in the wrong. They have this little groupthink mentality where even if they're proven wrong, well, they don't want to feel embarrassed, so they just keep on shouting and shouting and shouting that their person is a little victim, when in actuality, they're the perpetrator. Now, for those of you who made it to this part of the video who are still in the camp that she's the victim, what does this teach us? This teaches us that, hey, just because you're ignorant of the law doesn't mean that you escape the law. Just because you don't know you're committing a crime doesn't mean that you get off scot-free. That's just not how the world works. These laws are put in place for a specific reason, and it has absolutely nothing to do with whether you know you're breaking them or not. This girl went online blasting this dude, talking about how she was sexually assaulted and how TikTok and DoorDash are trying to cover up her assault and that she's a victim, and oh no, poor her. Yeah, that's just not how this world runs, darling. You committed a crime. You're facing 2 felony charges, which do hold jail time, and on top of that, like I said in the beginning of the video, the actual victim still has the right to sue. And I'm not entirely sure, but something tells me that even DoorDash has the ability to sue, considering the fact that there were thousands of people who turned around and, what is it? That's right, canceled their membership to DoorDash. So on top of these 2 felony charges, she could also be considered for 2 lawsuits for damages against, I don't know, the actual 2 entities that were harmed in this entire situation. Guy that she recorded and attempted to go ahead and humiliate on the internet, and DoorDash, the entity that she put on blast with her blatant lies and misinformation, causing them to lose hundreds, if not thousands, of goddamn members, costing them who knows how much money. Now, I'm not the type of person to turn around and defend the company, but I do defend against stupid. And in this instance, I'm 100% with DoorDash, man. So fuck it, sue that bitch into oblivion. And for those of you who made it to the end of the video and still believe her to be the victim, I ask of you to do what should be a very simple task. Go to the comment section and explain exactly how it is that she's the victim. but you're not allowed to use anything other than the law. Cite me a case number or cite me some federal legislation that explains how it is that she's the victim. Because when it comes to an arrest and when it comes to the court system, nobody gives a damn about what you feel. Nobody gives a damn about what you think or what you're misled to believe. Give me a case number, give me some federal statute, give me something that would prove or even hint at the fact of her being a victim. And for the rest of you out there who have been on the side of common sense this entire time, smash that like button so we can continue to fight against the ignorance and stupidity of the world. Leave a comment down below as to what you believe should happen. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and all of that good stuff. My name is Kmplxity with a lasting opinion, and I am happy to bring you this fantastic news on a Sunday afternoon. Stay safe, stay sexy, and remember, just because you're ignorant doesn't mean that it's not illegal.